All right, guys, so we're going to do the oil change, but as you can see, this car is like completely dead. So what we're going to do is just press the accessory button. Is you really can't push it too good because here this driveway ends with dirt, which hopefully in the future we can, you know, get a whole full concrete driveway. But for right now, we're just going to go ahead and push this thing out and put the BMW in here. All right, guys, so we got the Mustang moved. Here's a cold start. Cold start. Let's cold start on the BMW. So let's go ahead and move it. BMW cars, they have these little slot things, and you're actually supposed to use pads on there. But mine, the pads are so messed up that though the pad thing can't fit in there, so I just have to do it, you know, this getaway, and unfortunately, but eventually I will be replacing those pads, just not anytime soon. I don't need them as an emergency, but you know, it is better to do it the right way with those pads that they sell. And there's actually 4, one for each jack point, and that way you don't damage the undercarriage or anything else like that. Right now, all that it's doing is just damaging the pad thing itself, but you know, it's already damaged anyway, so nothing much to it. Okay, so now we're just gonna lower down the car, and gonna put the other jack stand on the other side, and we should be good to go and get that oil change going. All right, guys, so now we're going to pop over the hood. Lift this up, watch out. And here is your oil filter. Here is your fill area. So what we're gonna do is just open the bottom up, unscrew the plug thing. And so now we're under the car, and yes, it is nasty, but that right there is the drain plug. And this is a 17mm socket. So we're gonna take that and loosen it up. All right, guys, so then we just put the 17mm socket, and we're gonna start pulling towards the front. Got it loose. So now just make sure I have my oil. And pull towards the front while you're doing this to get your car to the front. So there you go, it's catching it. You might make a little bit of a mess here, splash some, but you're good to go. So just make sure this is catching it. Get yourself a big enough oil pan, and as the thing is going on, you can see this oil is very dirty. So and that was just at 3,000 miles. I really don't let the cars run more than that. But yeah, let me go get the other pan so I could switch it out with it, and just make sure you save your bolt there, your bolt plug. So let me go ahead and get the other ones. And like I said, just have 2, so just in case you need to switch them off, you know, you have to do that. Now I'm just gonna let this oil drain. Okay, so now we're at the top. All we have to do is just get the required cap for it. But I'm gonna bust that one out right now, and I'm gonna show you. I'll leave a link below where I bought all the parts. Came out to a great price. You get to do your oil change for less than half of what they charge you. All right, guys, now that it's not it's emptied out, we can go up here, and we're going to, this is a tool that is for the filter on the BMW, and I'm trying to do it one-handed here, but bear with me. So all you do is just put this down, use a 1/2 inch, put it down like that, and now we're going to, okay, so take this off. Now take this, just kind of put it this way, don't let it spill everywhere. I got a little bit of silver, not too much. So basically now you have this O-ring right here, and then this is your, I'm gonna put this on the floor, I don't want it to be dripping everywhere. And we have our little oil filter right here. So you see how it has oil there, right here. Alright guys, so this is our new filter, and this has all the O-rings included with it. As you can see, here's the filter. So we will be putting that in there. Just need to open this. So now that we got this top, we have to take this this little green gasket here off, and we're going to replace it with this new one, the O-ring. Okay guys, now all you need to do is just put your flathead in here and take off this O-ring here as well. You can see that, just go like that. All right, now once that it's oiled up, just go ahead and put it right on. This is going to go all the way to the bottom. There you go. So now it's done, and make sure, like I said, you oil it with some good new oil, and you oil this one as well. Now this is all good to go. Now what we're going to do is just get this little filter, and we're going to go ahead and put it in there. Okay, come on. Okay guys, now once you got all those O-rings in, go ahead and make sure you put in your filter. I'm going to go ahead and put this is going to be facing towards the top, so we're just going to go ahead and put the filter in. Make sure it's in there snug, you heard it. Now we're just going to go ahead and put it into okay, now we got our tool. Want to go down there, and you got a washer here for your bolt down there. Okay. Also just want to mention, since BMW recommends Castrol, so we went ahead and also got Castrol high mileage, and it's not expensive, so this is pretty good stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and use this, and I think this car takes about 6 or 7 quarts. And that's pretty much it. You got your 7 quarts in here. Make sure you put 7 quarts of oil, and once you're done with that, you're pretty much set. Just remember, before putting oil, always put on your drain plug first. You know, you don't want to ever do that. But yeah, everything's tight, everything's good, we're good to go. We could close this hood, and we could bring the car back down. So I almost forgot. That's why it's not too good to put tools in that area. Well, at least I didn't slam it down. I never like to just slam down the hood. So yeah, well, let's go ahead and close it. Everything's good, nice and tight, and we're done. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and hit the bell button, guys, for future videos. And it was a hot day today. It was, I think, 101 or something like that. So but I had to do the oil change. I'd rather do my own oil changes, and that way, I mean, you know what you're putting in the car, and make sure. One time, I remember one time a long time ago at some place, I'm not gonna mention where, they didn't put full oil, so full clean oil. So don't ask me, but I found out later on, and that's why it's best to do your own oil changes.